All right, I am Sam Cicero, and my Wowed Me presentation is going to be over Sploosh Kaboom. Now, you may be wondering, what the heck is Sploosh Kaboom? Well, Sploosh Kaboom is a mini game inside of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. It is basically a copy of the game Battleship. So, three squids appear on this board, and you get 24 shots, and you can choose where you shoot. You don't know where the squids are. You can choose where you shoot, and you'll either get a sploosh, which means that you missed, or a kaboom, which means you hit. You got 24 shots to try to shoot all the squids. So, what does this have to do with that calculator I was talking about and why it wowed me? Well, we'll get to that in a second. First of all, let's talk about speed running this game. So, in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, the game runs at 30 frames per second, and there's around 105 RNG calls per frame. This is around like 3,100 RNG calls per second, which means that based on those RNG calls, there are about 604,500 different possible Sploosh Kaboom squid configurations. And with each one of those RNG calls, every time you walk in the room, it'll generate a brand new board. Very, very difficult to predict where these squids are going to be. But speedrunners that play this game need consistent success, because especially in a 100% speedrun, they may be playing this game for 5 hours straight. So spending 15 minutes on a random mini game just to get the items required is not good for speedrunning. So that is where this program came in. Somebody on GitHub named Peter, and I guess his other friends Cryz and Sunday, they decided they were going to make a probability calculator to help people that are playing this game. So this is an actual thing made on GitHub. You can find it on its website. Anybody can use it. So if you're playing this game, you can use this calculator. It knows RNG seeds in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. It knows how to convert the RNG seeds into Sploosh Kaboom. It was completely recreated from the code of the actual game to be able to help predict where these things are. So you can see from this visual that I have on here, in the corners of the screen, I don't know if you can see the numbers, they're a little small, but in the corners of the screen, it's around 6.7% chance that a squid is going to be there. And as you get close to the center, it's around 19%. It's still like very widely distribution, so it's still kind of like hard to know exactly where these squids are going to be, but it's at least able to use predictions of where the squids are going to be based on RNG. Now, the real kicker is when this is actually used in a speedrun. Hopefully you guys are able to see the GIFs right here. Hopefully. If you look at the left GIF, this speedrunner completely flubs the first game on purpose, just gets rid of all 24 of his shots on purpose to see exactly where the squids are. The squids pop up when he loses the game. Then if you look on the second GIF, he types in where the squids are into this calculator, and you can see the screen change. Once he types in that last squid, it knows pretty much where he is in his run. So because of that, it's able to narrow down the amount of configurations of where these squids are going to be. And if we look at the next two GIFs, the game on the left, he misses once, he gets a squid. He misses two more times, he misses three more times, looks like, and he gets another squid. And if you look down at the bottom while he is playing this game, and this is just on both sides. This is game number 2 that he wins and game number 3 that he wins. If you look at the bottom, it knows exactly where the squids are based on whether or not he is hitting or missing. And this is something that obviously, as you can tell, would take a lot of time to figure out where these are, to get consistent at it, to be able to get part of this game complete. Yet this program is telling him exactly where to shoot, and it's narrowing it down, literally down to 100% chance this squid is going to be here during his gameplay. And he's able to complete a 15-minute thing in about maybe 45 seconds, which definitely helps with speedrunning. So why did this wow me? Well, by the time a normal speedrunner gets to this point in the game, he is 29 minutes into the run. That is about 5.5 million RNG steps into the thing. So any sort of calculator would need to know, like, extensive amount of time into the game what the heck is going on. However, after the first throwaway attempt, he is able to narrow it down. With this program, able to narrow it down from 604,000 possible board configurations down to 240,000 possibilities. But then after the first game went, so after he's starting the second game, it's able to narrow it down to 200 possibilities. And this was just at the time of me making this PowerPoint like a week ago. Yesterday, I was watching a speed run, and the program was able to narrow it down to 5 possible board configurations from 600,000 possible board configurations, narrowed down to 5. And that honestly is just incredible to me that someone was able to make a program to figure that out. So these are my sources, and that was my presentation.